all you worship peoples? Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And today we're going to be looking at a brand new one by Hillsong, Never Walk Alone. Let's get into it. So before we get into today's tutorial, don't forget that I would love to hear from you guys down below in the comments if you want to vote for future content. So if there is a particular song or an artist or a particular subject within the realm of worship that you'd like me to cover, please comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. I want to be putting stuff out there that is actually helping you. So I'd love to hear from you. So we have a brand new one from Hillsong, Never Walk Alone. This song is great, man. As I have learned it to teach it to you guys and listened to it, it has grown on me, as like basically every other Hillsong song does. But it's like I go into it thinking like, oh, it's another Hillsong song. It's gonna be like all the other thousands of songs they've released, and it always ends up growing on me, and I always end up loving it, you know. But it's because they put in a lot of work to writing these songs. Like, they have amazing songwriters, and they have an incredible process by which they write the song and, you know, produce the song and record the song, and, you know, they do it. They've been doing it for decades, and they produce great stuff. So anyways, I don't know why I'm like ranting on how great Hillsong is. This is Never Walk Alone. So it's a great song, very churchy, very worshipy, very praisey. It drives me crazy, to be honest with you. But anyways, there are three things we're going to be covering in this video, as always. The first thing is key, the key that I'm going to be playing it in, and also how to use a capo to play in the originally recorded key, and some other keys as well. The next thing, the second thing we'll be covering are the chords for each section. As I play through the sections, I will have these handy chord diagrams displayed. So if you need to pause it and study my finger placement for each chord, you can easily do that. And the third thing we'll be covering and breaking down are the strumming patterns that I'm using for the various sections of the song. It sometimes won't be the exact pattern that I'm playing, because I do throw in some different like strumming strokes, you know, here and there, but it will be the gist, like the foundational pattern that I'm using for each section of the song. If you want to fast forward to a certain part of the song, or if you want to reference back to this video, I've made that easy for you to do, because this video is time-stamped. So basically, if you hover your mouse or click, if you're on a device, on the time bar, it is segmented into different sections. So if you want to just fast forward to the chorus or a particular section of the song to see how I play it, it's really easy to do that. Alright, so key and capo placement. I played around with what key worked well for my voice with this song. It was released with a female lead. So it's definitely going to be a lot different than what key I would sing it in. It was recorded in the key of F. The girl singing it sounds amazing. But for me, I went all the way down to the key of C. And I was able to really kind of sing the chorus where I wanted to sing it. You know, I wanted to be able to belt it, but I also wanted to not have to belt it, if that makes sense, and sing it softly as well, and the key of C worked for me to do that. So that's the key that I'm going to be showing you, and the position that I'm going to be showing you is the C position. If you wanted to play in the original key, you can take your trusty capo and put it on the 5th fret. So I actually, because these Kaiser capos are really strong, I actually put it right on the fret bar. So on the 5th fret bar, or if you have a capo that's not this strong, just the space before the 5th fret bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you would play in the C position, which I'm going to be showing you in this video, but with the capo on the 5th fret, and you'll be in the original key. It's kind of high for capo usage, I guess you could say, especially if you're leading by yourself, if you want it to sound really big and full, but it still works, and you'll be in the original key. And then if you wanted to keep that C position theme going with your capo, if you want, you could go down to the 4th fret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, play in the C position, you'd be in the key of E. And then you could go down again, and you'd be in the key of D sharp or E flat. Go down again to the 2nd fret, you'd be in the key of D, which is a pretty common worship key. And one more, and you'd be in C sharp or D flat. So those are some of the keys that you could play in using the position that I'm going to show you today and a capo. All right, so let's jump into the song now. We're going to play kind of the intro. It doesn't really have an intro. It's a really short, kind of instrumental in the beginning, and then it goes right into the first verse. So let's get into it. This is the intro and the first verse. Your heart is for me, your ear is listening. I'm safe in your love, your army of angels watch over me. Let's break down the strumming pattern that I'm using for that first verse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 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 down. All right, verse 2. 1, 2, 3. You're always present. You're you're my covering. I have never walked. And then into the chorus there. All right, as you can see, the strumming pattern for verse 1 and 2 are the same. So for verse 2, just refer to the strumming pattern that I showed you for verse 1. All right, the chorus. This is like the bread and butter of the song right here. And it's a good one, man. I like this chorus a lot. So let's play it. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I have never walked alone. I've never been abandoned. You are my inheritance. You are my strength and shield, and I have confidence. You go before me. You're my deliverer. I know I never walk alone. Then verse 3, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's break down the strumming pattern that I'm doing for that first chorus. It's a very light strumming pattern. I am mainly accenting each chord that I play. So when there's a new chord, I'm doing a big downstroke, and then all the other strokes of the strumming pattern are very light and up here on the higher strings. So but let's break down what I'm doing here on the string pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down. All right, verse 3. Let's play through it. So 1, 2, 3. You're always faithful. You're strong and able. Lifting my head, and you I find help. You're my providence. Alright, for the strumming pattern for that third verse, I'm actually using the same strumming pattern, again, that I taught you for the first verse. I'm just playing it with a little bit more intensity. So you can refer back to that first verse for that strumming pattern. Alright, the second chorus. We're going to be playing with a little bit more intensity now. The song is continuing to build. So let's play through the second one. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I have never walked alone. I've never been abandoned. You are my inheritance. You are my strength and shield, and I have confidence. You go before me. You're my deliverer. I know I never walk alone. It's going to end there on the F chord instead of the C, because you're going into an instrumental now. Alright, and then for that strumming pattern, you can refer back again to the first chorus that I taught you. I try to make the strumming patterns like universally applicable and able to change by just adding some intensity to your strumming, to make it easier. But that's the case with this. Alright, let's play through that instrumental after the second chorus. Again, we end the second chorus on an F instead of a C, so that we can start this instrumental. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Let's break down the strumming pattern that I'm using for that instrumental. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, 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 down, up. Alright, the bridges. We have two bridges that we're going to play through here. One is on the kind of the softer side energy-wise, and then the other one starts really kind of building into, the final sections of this song. So let's play through the first bridge. So 1, 2, 3. Every hour, every minute, you have always been there. You are faithful, and you always will be. In every triumph, every failure, you are loyal to me. You are faithful, and you always will be. Alright, for that first bridge, I'm just continuing the strumming pattern that I started in the instrumental before that bridge. So you can just continue that strumming pattern. But let's get into the second bridge and kind of how I approach that. So 1, 2, 3. And every hour, every minute, you have always been there. You are faithful, and you always will be. In every triumph, every failure, you are loyal to me. You are faithful, and you always will be. You are faithful, and you always will be. I have never walked alone. I included the first line of the chorus just to show you transitionally how it works coming out of the bridge. All right, as you can see, I kept that same strumming pattern going that I played for the instrumental and the first bridge into the second bridge, but I played it with a lot of intensity, and I played it kind of palm muting down here, which basically just means you put this part of your palm kind of above what's called the saddle of the guitar. So you're kind of just resting that part of your palm down here as you're playing, kind of muting it, but also playing harder than I did in the first bridge to kind of give it that building in like intense sound to it. And then halfway through the second bridge, I started doing all downstrokes. So in every triumph, every failure line, I just started doing the and that, I feel like it takes it up a notch intensity-wise and just continuing to build the energy. All right, so the chorus after these bridges. Let's play through this, and then we'll jump to the chorus after that, because there's two choruses here back to back. One kind of softer building one, and then one kind of full chorus. When I say the word full, in my brain, I'm thinking full band. So I'm thinking more instrumentation, but it's funny because that doesn't make sense if you're just playing on an acoustic guitar, because this is the only instrument that you have at your disposal. But, I just say it to reference a section that needs more intensity. So it just means that you're going to play louder. But anyways, let's play through this softer chorus after we play through those bridges. So this is what that would sound like. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I have never walked alone. I've never been abandoned. You are my inheritance. You are my strength and shield, and I have confidence. You go before me. You're my deliverer. I know I never walk alone. And then into the next chorus, which is a lot more intense. Let's break down what I'm doing strumming wise for that softer chorus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. All right, the big chorus. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I have never walked alone. I've never been abandoned. You are my inheritance. You are my strength and shield, and I have confidence. You go before me. You're my deliverer. I know I never walk alone. Into another bridge. All right, let's break down the strumming pattern that I'm doing for that bigger chorus. So 1, 2, 3, down, 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 up, 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 down. All right, the bridge, the final bridge after the big chorus. Let's play through this. 1, 2, 3. And every hour, every minute, you have always been there. You are faithful and you always will be. And every triumph, every failure, you are loyal to me. You are faithful and you always will be. it's going to go into a few tags there. Let's break down the strumming pattern for that final bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, down. All right, this is the ending of the song. There's 2 tags, which basically just means you sing the last line of whatever you just sang again. So we're going to sing the last line of the bridge 2 times, and then we're going to play kind of like a little instrumental, you know, it's a quiet instrumental to kind of end the song. So we're going to play those 2 tags and then that kind of outro instrumental, and then that'll be the end of the song. So let's play through it. So tag 2, 3. You are faithful and you always will be. You are faithful and you always will be. All right, real quick, I wanted to show you guys some alternatives to the F chord. I know I play a really strange F chord, and maybe you were looking on the chord diagrams and seeing the letter T and thinking like, what does that stand for? But if you look at kind of how I'm playing it, it stands for thumb. And I just developed this over time. I didn't get it from anything, but I really like playing the F chord this way because it gives it a lot of low end. I was so sick of playing like these high F chords that have no low end, and then you go to play like a G and it has all this power to it, you know. So what I did is I just started wrapping my thumb around the neck of the guitar and playing the F root down here. So I play kind of like a chord pattern that other people play, like this F chord. But then I started wrapping my thumb around, and then I started kind of releasing the high E string, and this is the chord that it became. So it's kind of a weird F shape. But if you wanted to find another shape that is more approachable, easier to play, you could play this F chord right there, or you could play this F chord right there. And those 2 chords will totally suffice, and they're easier to play probably than wrapping your thumb around the neck of the guitar. So that is our tutorial for today, guys. Never Walk Alone by Hillsong, a brand new release from them. We covered the chords, we covered strumming patterns, we covered which key I'm playing it in, and how to play in other keys using your capo. So I hope this video helped you guys out in some way. If it did, why don't you give it a like, and maybe even subscribe so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. I'll see you guys in the next one.